Okay, what is up, YouTube? Today I'm basically gonna talk about where I'm at in my life right now, the goals I have, and where, I guess I would want to be in the next year or so, or just like what I want to accomplish in the next year. So I'm basically gonna make this like a two-part video using something I call the blink method. I literally just came up with it the other day because I realized I was doing this a lot, and I didn't even have a name for this method or whatever. So anyway, the blink method that I have made up, it's basically like if I know that I'm gonna have I don't say tough day, like a hard day or a long day, maybe at work or something, or at school, or I have a test. It's basically a method I use that before going into the day or into the exam room or whatever, I'll just close my eyes and just think to myself in a few hours everything's gonna be done with. And then in a few hours later, I either set an alarm or generally I'll remember it because I've done it so many times before, where I'll just open my eyes and be like, okay, it's all over now, right? Time just flies by faster in that way for me. It's also just a good way to evaluate what happened. And basically in this video, I'm going to use that to say this is where I'm at right now, and then in exactly a year from now, come out with another video of the second part of that, kind of reflecting on where I said I wanted to be or what I wanted to do, and then saying what it is that I have done or how things have changed. Something along those lines. So where I'm at in my life right now. So I just graduated college at the University of Illinois in Urbana-Champaign with a degree in dietetics and nutrition, also with a minor in kinesiology. And to be a dietitian, I want to be a sports dietitian, right? I would have to go to grad school for that now, get a master's degree, and then even after that I have to do generally it's an 8-month long internship. It's something like 1,000 or 1,200 hours. Yeah, I still basically have a long way to go to be able to become a sports dietitian. I decided to take a gap year because one, I don't really have the money right now to do that, and two, just to give myself, I guess, room to breathe, because it's all a lot, and I know that it would be even a more concentrated or more rigorous form of schooling the next 2 years anyway, or even 3 years, because I know the master's program that I was looking into at U of I for kinesiology, that would have been a 2-year program. So in the meantime, I'm literally just bartending at a country club, also working towards getting my certification in personal training. So hopefully, and obviously that's kind of the route I'm going with, right, in my career path of sports dietitian or exercise nutrition, kinesiology focused stuff with exercise. I just wanted to add being a personal trainer because it kind of encompasses everything else I'm doing. And I've been uploading content on TikTok and Instagram about fitness and nutrition stuff. Not to be a fitness influencer or anything, but just to put myself out there, get information out there that's either motivating to other people or that helps them, with their knowledge with fitness or nutrition. Also just to build up my own brand. So right now, along with working towards being a personal trainer, which I should be able to pass the test. I take that mid-August. Hopefully then work at a gym, maybe an X-Sport, or I'm going to apply to Lifetime, even though obviously I'm going to be a first-time personal trainer, but hoping for the best because, it's Lifetime, it's a sick gym. And in the meantime, I've been taking a filmmaking course. Not that I want to be a filmmaker, but just a lot of that stuff really helps with lighting and cameras and sound design, and just I don't know, it helps encompass everything with video editing too. So for my goals for the next year or so is become, well, obviously a personal trainer, get a good amount of clients, grow my following on social media. I also want to get better at videography and photography, trying to make either video editing, freelance video editing, or videography or photography being an actual sustained income of side hustle money. And then another goal of mine is to just have 15K ish in the bank account by next year, which most of that would probably be going towards my master's degree anyway. But I've never really had a plethora of money in my bank account at one point. Yeah, and I guess I just want to be able to have multiple streams of income, even if none of them are really big. I just don't want to be working a 9-to-5 right now, corporate business job. I don't know, that just is not appealing in any way to me at this moment in my life. Like I just like freedom of like flexibility, even if I'm not making that much money in the moment. I'm always going to be able to make more money, you know, as long as I'm like keep on growing my skill set, keep on getting better at what I'm doing. Like I'm in my 20s, you know, it's not supposed to be all there overnight, like having 60, 100, 200K in the bank account. You see other kids my age can do that, but I'm not doing that right now, and that's fine to me. Like I have so much time, and I know I'm going to continue working toward that goal of increasing my wealth. So, and I know that I like really want to move to a warmer climate because I just can't stand the cold in Chicago. Like I love like this area here in the suburbs and in the city, but like I want to go move to a new place, whether that is actually for school or if I'm moving by myself to another state and continuing doing video editing, photography, personal training, whatever. I want to get out of here. I need to get out of my comfort zone. And I've had a few friends that have gone that way, and they said like it changes a lot for them. Staying in your hometown, it gets too easy. It's easy to be content with everything that you're familiar with and that you have. And I want to change the scenery. I want to be a little uncomfortable. I want to have to make like new friends in person, you know, like I have my old friends here, so it's like, why do I need to make new friends here, right? I also just want that like feeling of living alone, but without school, you know? So I think that's pretty much all I wanted to say today, just like getting out my thoughts about where I'm at right now, some of my goals, where I hope to be in a year or so. And this is something I call the Blink method, I guess. So I will upload a second part to this video in a year.